Welcome to another vacation vlog. This time from the Valley of the Five Lakes in Alberta along the Icefield Parkway, where we're gonna do a short hike of 6 kilometers. We'll see what it brings us. It's a pretty desolate view, so 2 years after the fire. But nature is starting to recover. As you can see, the grass is already growing. And there the first trees are emerging from the burnt soil. It goes very quickly. The sign says wetland way, but this doesn't seem wet to me. Okay, I was a little bit too quick in my judgment. This is not a wetlands, because they even built a bridge over a little bit of what we can call swampish. This is cool. The hike is over a good path. We're on our way to the 5th lake. We count them backwards. First the 5th lake, and then onwards to the 1st. And back to the car, of course. The 5th lake. Okay, something went wrong. This wasn't the 5th lake. We're on our way to the 5th lake. The path goes down. And in the distance you can see the 5th lake. And finally, the 5th lake. Okay, onwards to the 4th. To make it easy for tourists, the 5th lake. The 4th lake. The sign still has to come up, but I'll show it later. And here's proof, the 4th lake. For this evening we have a surprise for you. We're gonna spot wildlife, bears, elk, wapita, and whatever we can find. Look what the Canadians did. They smuggled. This is the 3rd lake, but if you look close, then there, lake 4 and 3 are connected. So I wouldn't call it a 3rd lake, but okay. Now look what we found. The 2nd lake. And we found the 1st lake. With a nice emerald green spots in the lake. Yeah, it's a beautiful lake. This quickly nature recaptures the burnt soil. Beautiful flowers among the burnt trees and the 1st lake. Well, this was it for the Valley of the Five Lakes tour. See you tonight at the wildlife tour. Welcome to the beautiful Jasper. This is the town where we go for the wildlife tour. This Jasper Adventure Center. So just around the corner, over there. We hope to see a lot of wildlife.
So it's even more than that, and it's more than 11,000.
The fire destroyed.
The fire was 350 square kilometers, 360 square kilometers.
The fire destroyed 364
what
kilometers.
What river did you go rafting on?
Aspen, the main trees
here. But you know, the fire came so fast into town, they were trying to protect town. None of these places had any firefighting. I mean, they didn't have the resources to do it. They save things like the water treatment plant, and they got left almost complete, and the next one lost everything. For the, every year they basically studied one species of animals in the park, whether it's moose, white-tailed deer, this or that. They studied grizzlies the first year after the fire. They trapped 7 grizzly bears right there and collared them. So we're just checking all the little nooks and crannies here as we're making I remember the first time I drove up here after the fire, looking down, this just looked like a gravel pit because everything was gone. And now at least we're starting to see, and that was a little depressing, but now that, it's not filled in, but at least there's construction going on, is Grizzly 222. And she's lived her whole life in the valley bottom here. And she's on her second set of cubs, which this spring she kicked out because she went back on the dating scene. And so down where we are now is like where they've spent all their life. And so when their siblings, as a brother and sister, they're still hanging out together so that they can they'll probably hibernate together this winter and then go their separate ways. But just to show, animals have the instincts to survive the fires. On July 24th, 2024, when the fire came in, they were just down, like right where we were turned around there. A little bit farther up is Lac Beauvert and the golf course. They don't know whether because their collar hurt, the mother 222 was collared, whether she walked around the lake with her cubs or swam across the lake, one or the other. But then she got in the river, and she stayed in the river for an hour and a half to 2 hours, went downstream during the worst of the fire, and that's how they survived.
Yeah, showing up. Well, the tour bus, some dark. Baby marmot. How cool is that?
Hey, we keep going.
He's collared, yeah.
He's got a collar. Does he have an ear tag on him?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, he has. Ear tag, yeah.
Or she.
Do you want to have can you see if you can read the ear tag number?
Please look up. You get the sunshine for a good photo for
Thank you,
everyone.
So nice of her.
Good on you, buddy. We're feeling real.
Grizzly bear.
As long as we are in the, should I readjust before any of these people come and get us? Are we okay?
He's going in the trees.
He's going in the trees?
Well,
Not yet,
yeah, but-
no, he's walking along the edge. Go back a bit.
Yeah, back up.
Back a little bit?
10 inches.
Are there other people behind me?
Not yet, but we will.
Attract attention.
When we park, people
Perfect.
Look at him go.
Oh,
That's amazing.
he's just not faced with us being right here.
Well, if you're a grizzly, you don't have to be facing anything.
Is it?
So that's the mother.
That's her.
That's the one that let her. That's why this one is so calm. She is used to being around people. She's not very often on this side of the river, but obviously she does. And a few days ago, she was literally at Marmot Basin, which is south of town, eating dandelions up there.
At least we're in a box.
Well, yeah, I don't want to be out. After a great wildlife sightseeing tour, where we saw a bear, a grizzly bear, actually 4 grizzly bears, I end this video, and I hope you liked it, and I hope to see you in the next video.